What if the next global conflict is already being quietly prepared? What if the decisions shaping that future are happening far from public scrutiny? In recent years, discussions about Iran have intensified, not just in political circles, but across media platforms, podcasts, and public debate. Questions are being raised. Is military action inevitable? Is it justified? And most importantly, has the world learned anything from the past? Tonight, we take a closer look at the narrative surrounding Iran, the politics behind it, the public response, and the lessons history continues to offer. This is not a story about taking sides. This is a story about understanding the stakes. The modern debate around intervention didn't begin overnight. It evolved through years of foreign policy decisions, alliances, and shifting global priorities. In political discussions, one recurring theme continues to surface: the role of leadership decisions in past conflicts. Former policymakers have openly reflected on moments of uncertainty, admitting that key decisions were made without fully anticipating long-term consequences. This is not new. History shows us that major military actions are often launched with confidence, but followed by years of unintended outcomes. The Iraq War stands as one of the most cited examples. At the time, it was presented as necessary. But in hindsight, even its architects acknowledged a critical oversight. To understand the present, we must revisit the past. The Vietnam War reshaped how Americans viewed military intervention. Public trust declined. Skepticism grew, and a new term emerged: war fatigue. Decades later, Iraq reinforced that sentiment. Long-term military engagement, high human and economic costs, and deeply divided public opinion. These experiences created what analysts sometimes describe as a reluctance toward new wars. But here's the key question: has that reluctance changed? Or is it still shaping public perception today? Recent polling data suggests a complex picture. A significant portion of Americans express concern about military escalation with Iran. Support varies across political lines, with some groups showing stronger approval than others. But overall, hesitation remains. And that hesitation is rooted in experience. After 2 decades of conflict in the Middle East, many Americans are asking, what would success even look like? And how long would it take? Today's conflicts are not fought the way they once were. Technology has changed everything. Drones, cyber warfare, advanced surveillance systems. The idea of boots on the ground, once a central strategy, now carries new risks. Iran is not a small nation. With a population of over 80 million and complex geography, any large-scale occupation would present enormous challenges. Military analysts often point out that such an operation would require massive resources and long-term commitment. And even then, success would not be guaranteed. Inside Iran, the situation is equally complex. There have been periods of protest and unrest driven by economic pressures, political dissatisfaction, and social issues. But external pressure often creates a different reaction. In times of rising tension, information becomes a powerful tool. Reports, statistics, and claims circulate rapidly, but not all are independently verified. This has been true in past conflicts as well. Before major wars, narratives often emerge that shape public perception. Some are accurate, some are disputed, and some remain unclear for years. For viewers, this creates a challenge. How do you separate fact from interpretation? The answer lies in critical thinking and a willingness to question all sides. So where does this leave us? The debate over Iran is not just about one country. It's about a broader pattern in global politics. Intervention, justification, consequence. Each time, the stakes are high, and each time, the outcome is uncertain. The real question is not whether conflict is possible. The real question is, has the world learned enough to avoid repeating the same mistakes? History doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it often rhymes. And in those echoes, we find warnings. The decisions made today will shape tomorrow's reality. And understanding those decisions is the first step toward accountability. If you found this analysis valuable, consider subscribing for more in-depth investigations. What do you think? Do you believe the world has learned from past wars like Iraq and Vietnam? Or are we heading toward another long-term conflict? Share your thoughts below, respectfully. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe to support more in-depth documentaries like this. Your support helps us bring you clear, balanced, and powerful stories that